does art mean to me? Art is, it's communication. It's not painting, it's not making paintings, it's not sculpting, it's none of that. It's being honest with myself and just taking the time to really appreciate. And 90% of life is made up of these really small moments that just at the end of the day you forget about, but that's the bulk of your life. So walking past an old building and seeing a broken out window or a piece of angle iron and the contrast of that up against the gray sky and looking at it and just isolating that shape in that moment is thrilling. It just makes my day, and it's what I do. My name's Brian Murphy. I'm from Southern California, originally born in Buffalo, New York. Moved out to the Los Angeles area with mom and dad to get out of the snow. I'm currently working in Detroit on a sculptural installation at the Detroit Zoo. It's a penguin habitat, doing some geology related pieces. I'm a self-taught artist. Started painting probably 20 years ago. No real reason, just started. A lot of my work is really me learning about me, trying to understand myself, how I look about the world, how I see things, why I see things, and then translating that to a visual piece of work and sharing it. What memorable moments have you had, and how did that perhaps lead to a piece? I was working in Buffalo, New York. It was the middle of winter, and I was driving and just in observing, looking at life. I was on the freeway. There was a dead crow on the side of the road, and I saw it and then wrapped it up, put it in the igloo cooler with the dry ice, sealed the shit out of that, and then took it to UPS and UPS'd home. Fast forward months later, got a phone call from mom saying, "Brian, dead bird's gotta go." And basically what I did, once I thawed out the dead bird, I spread its wings and we printed with it. Finished the piece, beautiful piece. It was actually I believe it was a diptych. The name of the piece was Stealing Light. Since I do a lot of work with concrete, I mixed up a small batch of concrete and I basically made a cement fossil out of the shape or the form of the crow and impression into the concrete. So it was a sculpture. It's actually a really beautiful piece. So that was one of my many moments. Detroit is really, it's a very honest place. It's a very honest people. Any place is really built on people. It's a built environment. This place has so much history. Culturally, you have music, you have film, probably more so music. Historically, you have, and I guess commercially intertwined with that, Henry Ford. Just right down the street is where he built his first automobile. The first paved stretch of highway in America is 5 minutes from here. Some of my process, again, found objects, they get directly incorporated into the piece as such as the object, and or I will use said object and actually paint or mark, make inscriptions, apply textures. Good example, we're in Detroit at the Eastern Farmers Market. They have it every Saturday. It's an abandoned industrial complex. There's all kinds of wood, bricks, building debris. So I just finished a piece upstairs, and I guess the key here is incorporating my environment wherever it is, whether it's graffiti on the wall, somebody's conversation, a piece of wood on the floor, nails, whatever it is. If it's relevant and a part of what needs to be said and shared, then that's where it goes. It gets incorporated into it. And then also writing. Writing is a huge part of what I do. I've been doing that for years. That's way more challenging to me than painting, because it's just, you have to totally start from a blank canvas, and sometimes you just have to reach into the grab bag and pull it out and pick your starting point, and that starting point is the key to any process. And once that happens, I just trust it, go with it, and I've learned over the years that it will always take me to a really good place if I'm true to it. Don't let me down, and it's my friend.